Hi guys, welcome back to You Can Code. This is Yukesh. Today we are going to see about database. As I said in our real-time chat application, we are going to use Firebase real-time database. Today I am going to intro about Firebase and the real-time database in Firebase. I think many of us may don't know about the Firebase and they don't have any idea about Firebase. So I'm going to walk through Firebase and real-time database. Firebase is one of the Google product. It's a platform for many of the Google product which can be easily usable in all the frameworks and all the platforms like Android and web application and desktop applications, and it will be most useful or it is an easy and strong platform for beginners and also many of the industry successful running with Firebase. Okay, we can go through or walk through in Firebase now. It's Cloud Firestore. It's also a database. It's second version of real-time database, and Firebase ML. It's for machine learning. Cloud functions for running functions in cloud. Authentications for user authentication using a Gmail and using Google authentication, Facebook authentication, and phone number. We can have more in that. You can see those and all later. This is for hosting. You can host your web app in Firebase. Cloud Store for storing your data of your user images, files, and more. Real-time data is for storing data like our chat messages and some of the user credentials and data. So this and all some advanced features from Firebase to monitor our app performance. Okay, today we go through real-time database because once you have a clear idea on this, we can understand the session how we are going to use real-time database in chat box. Sorry, in our real-time chat application. Okay, let's go to my console. Can go to documents. Yeah, you can see Firebase having clear documents for Android, iOS, and web application. Now we can go for web application. In web application, we are going to see about real-time database. Okay, real-time database web application. It's very easy. Once you have an account in Firebase, it's like in Google account. Once you have account in Google, you can open it in Firebase. You can by signing. Once you have signed, I will show those how to create an account and how to create project in Firebase and all later. You can watch it. I will explain those. Once you have created your project in Firebase in web, you will get these credentials, API key, auth domain, and database URL. More. After that, yeah, structure your database. It's like a JSON structure. Firebase stores your data as a JSON structure. I think you all know about JSON structure. This is for just an idea. I will explain with some of the examples. Once you have, I think once you created an account in Firebase and you got your credentials using JavaScript, you can create a database reference for your database. With that reference, you can write data into your database. And we have many functions for writing data into database and retrieving the data from the database. I will explain them with an example later. Just have a look on it. You see, once you have a reference, you can write data into database just by pausing and using this reference method, and you can get your values from the database. Every value from the Firebase will be when you want to retrieve values from Firebase, it will be like snapshot. From that snapshot, we can iterate and get values. And we can have a lot of functions in Firebase to do like a query. It will be like these functions will be triggered on those events, like child added, one new child is added to your database. This method will be triggered if you write it in your code. Like that, child changed, child removed, this will be done internally by Firebase. You just need to use those in your code. That's it. This is like when you want to order your data, you can order by child, order by key, and order by value. We can perform search operations using order by values, and this is an extra functions to filter those datas. Limit to first, limit to last. You can pass limit values and get that number of values only instead of getting whole bulk values. Start at start end equal to those for filtering. Okay, I think this is enough.